But if we take it as positive, it's amazing what happens to even if their intent was to hurt. That shift of meaning when you communicate back, it's real hard for them to hang on to it. Really hard. Okay. It's somebody's birthday in here today. It's Dana's birthday. Did you come up? Now, she had a choice as to which side she stood on, but she stood on this one, so I'm going to take... So, now that we're saturated with all of this information... Really?
Yes.
It is?
Yes. Mine is too. That's why I kind of relate to it.
Well, Israel noted that I'm probably nice and cool now.
I'm cold.
No,
Actually,
it is said that she is wet, but it keeps her cool.
Well, that is one way of looking at it.
a nice meaning reframe.
Yes.
And it is. It is. I want to let it dry on my body so it doesn't wrinkle too badly. Okay. So, are there questions and comments as this soaks in? About what you've experienced, what questions you might have about meaning reframe, context reframe, how it might be useful, what you noticed. Judy?
I gather the first step is always to look at it and then think, where would this have been a positive thing in my life?
This is in context reframe, right?
And then understand that and have the aha moment, hopefully. And we haven't gone farther than that, other than the integration.
Right. And the next part is knowing that the part of you that does this, remember what we did, has a positive intention. So what if you gave it the job of using this behavior in a new way? That's one thing you can do it, using the same behavior in a context in which it's appropriate. Okay? And, yes?
Can you use it in criticism?
Say again?
Criticism?
Criticism, yes. So, what is your question?
Like different, I was wondering if
Meaning.
you could use meaning, yeah.
Meaning reframe and criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as I did with Oliver. And of course, then he had to let me know he really didn't mean that. We know he did.
You hope so.
Look at him turn red. It's
It's turning pretty big. That must be guilt.
yeah. Yes.
With the exercise, to me, it gives you more choice. It'll add more options, more things you can do.
More things you can do. Exactly. That it takes something that's rather rigid in your mind and loosens it up. And you were commenting at lunch how you noticed humor does that. Yeah, humor is a reframe. You're going down one path and suddenly humor does this. Put it in a new frame. So does anyone have a short joke? So let's take the one about the little kid that goes into the women's locker room and everyone's screaming. This is why I don't understand. Haven't you ever seen a little boy before? It completely shifts it, doesn't it? So you're going down with one interpretation and suddenly there's a different one. And it's that difference, that shift, that causes laughter. Well, and what does laughter do? It loosens things up. So humor can help do that in a lot of ways. Okay. So one of the next aspects to a good negotiation, whether you're negotiating with parts of yourselves or with other people, is what we call the conditional close. And I had hoped to have this prepared for us, but I didn't. Bless you. So in a conditional close, what we have is a situation that if I can satisfy a certain condition, then will you do or change this, right? So if then. So if we're talking to parts of ourselves that want to do something, and we've loosened it up a little bit perhaps with a reframe of some sort. If we found out the positive intention of a behavior or an action, and we can say, if I satisfy this positive intention, then will you be open to change? Will you be open to doing this differently? And this is on page 12 when they begin to talk about the conditional close. So, would someone like to play with me a little bit with a behavior in themselves that they want to change, that they're willing to talk about? And we'll demonstrate this because you're going to do this in an exercise in a moment.
I can take the same behavior and you can change.
Sure. We're not going to change anything yet. What we're going to do is get its agreement. Okay, so you want to grab this. Well, actually, we can probably do this standing. It won't take that long. Please join me. So thank you. So you have a behavior or feeling that you would like to change?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to find out what that is. I'm going to find its positive intention, and then I'm going to get its agreement to a conditional change, okay, or a conditional close. So tell me a little bit about this behavior that you would like changed.
Yes. I mean the behavior which is there with me first of all, or first of all I want to change the behavior especially when I talk I was standing. Yeah.
And doing this.
Yeah, it can annoy the people, and also when I talk people I can just do like this continuously.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if the camera's on you, it'll make it go like that. Yeah. Okay, so if you were to understand that this behavior has a positive intention for you, and if you were to ask the part of you that knows about this behavior, the part of you that causes you to do this, if you were to go inside and say, what are you trying to do for me? What would you notice as the answer would be? So it's positive intention for you, but having you do this is what? And pay attention to the inside, to the part of you that knows. So first welcome the part of you that knows. And you might go down here to do that. And I'll tell you why he's doing this. One of the things that might be doing for you, I want to check, is causing you to step outside of your body. And I am inviting you to be inside of your body and listen. So would it be helpful? Let's sit down. And that would be helpful. Why might that be helpful, by the way?
Relax inside. Yeah.
Relax a little bit, go inside. To stand up is, come closer this way. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
To stand up, and we tend to go back just a little bit, which tends to bring us out of our experience. Since what I am inviting Father Israel to do is get into his experience, then I want to put him in a position that better facilitates that. Okay. And I want to use words that help him do that. So, as you close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and lower your chin just ever so slightly. You can go inside and ask, respectfully, to the part that causes this right leg to jiggle, what is it that it's trying to do for you by having your leg jiggle? And then listen to anything you might hear or feel or see in response that lets you know what that might be. And when you get an idea, you can share that with us.
I got an answer that I need to be more dynamic and doing the movements.
Oh, so it's
Not to be one place, so that it invites me to take movements, different pose, and
so it wants you to move.
yeah,
So the positive intention is movement.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't want you to stand.
stay in one place.
In one place.
Yeah, it wants that to move from one side to another side, so that you can reach out to everybody.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
So go inside and thank that part for letting you know. And then ask that part if you would do that, if you would start to move a little more in your presentations to one side and then the other and maybe towards certain people in the audience. If you were to move more freely, then would it be open to having your leg be quiet when you do stand for a moment still? Yeah.
Yes, and I can imagine how much I'm keeping the gap also of this. On my legs also when I'm standing and talking to people.
How much you are doing what?
How much, when I stand, how much gap I am keeping even
Oh,
without
how much
shaking
gap?
this, yeah.
So you get an image of how you
Yeah.
have to stand in order to have
Yeah,
it
yeah.
stop. Oh,
Not
interesting.
one slanting, no, but it's
Right.
erect, and so
Solid.
that there's no chance to shake the,
So it's even telling you how to do it.
yeah.
Oh, thank it very much. And then allow this part to imagine helping you remember to move carefully from one side to the other toward the audience. And also that when you are standing still, to stand with your feet the correct distance apart so that you're grounded. And ask if it would, if you can do this on a regular basis, will it allow your foot and your right leg to be still? Okay.
Yeah.
Ask if there's any other condition that it needs to have there in order to be still. Just check inside.